y'all, this is T, your neighborhood treat dealer, your ATL sugar chemist, hashtag ATL treat slayer, and all my platforms will pop up. Today we are doing some red candy apples in preparation for my pop-up shop. I'm doing an experiment to where I'm going to sell my apples 6 days this week and see how scalable this is. So first, I always have some red apples on my table. People just correlate candy apples with red apples and it brings them over. So pro tip, always have some red apples on your table. It's something with that color, it brings people over, and there's just no candy apples. I also always have other colors, but I keep me some red apples. So I've already poured in my 4 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water. Now, because this is red apples, I'm going to use dark Karo syrup or any corn syrup. I like dark corn syrup for my dark apples like purple, some blues, and reds. Also, another pro tip, when you're making your red apples, it's best to add your color in, at the beginning of the mix. Red is one of those colors, and if I have any bakers that come across this video, they will attest to the fact that with royal icing and buttercream, red is that color that develops over time, so put it in your mix first. The dark corn syrup also helps with the translucent appearance of the color, so I really add probably 1 drop of white, if that. Here I have my thermometer, my brush, and a whisk. Yes, I like to use the whisk, especially when I'm using these gel colors, because sometimes they clump up and the whisk just breaks that all down, and it whisks all 3 of your ingredients, your water, your corn syrup, and your sugar together, and you will not see that trace effect. Anybody in here makes candles or soap? Trace is when you can see the breaks in between each, meaning it hasn't fully saturated. So all I have to do now is add my corn syrup, and I'm gonna whisk it together. Now, there are a lot of videos in the past year or so that's been floating around about the necessity of corn syrup. Is corn syrup required or needed for candy apples? In a nutshell, no. You can make candy apples with just water and sugar. However, my take on it is cooking is a science. So that corn syrup is just another form of sugar, and it's a binder. It's what gives the candy apples, it's what gives the candy apples that harder shell, like that different look from the fair. And it doesn't break down as fast as just having the water and sugar. What do I feel about the vinegar method that I see in some of these awesome treat groups that I am in? It's not a method. People just add vinegar, and it makes some people batches shinier, basically. So it's not a method. It's not in place of corn syrup. It's just an additive. That's all. So I'll make sure I get all in the corner where sugar may be sludging a bit, and the whisk just helps incorporates everything way more effectively. A lot of people always ask, why does my mix, I can't get that many apples out of a 4-1-1 mix. I can only dip about 4 or 5 apples and it starts to seize up. There are some reasons that could be happening, and that's going to be my next video after that. So you all please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification button so you can see when I have made a video that may be plaguing some of your treat making obstacle, maybe in the way, or maybe your treat making obstacle. Another thing, as you can see, this is Wilton Red Intense. I like the red Intense over the regular red because, and don't get Christmas red, y'all. Please do not get Christmas red. It's gonna leave your apples with a pinkish hue. So unless you have another red to add to it, stay away from the Wilton's Christmas red. As you can see, by having that dark base from the dark corn syrup, it's already deep. And then as it cooks, it's going to get deeper. So without adding the white, and I always add my white last. But if you are a novice and this is your first time or first few times making the candy apples, you can add it now. Depending on the brand, do not use AmeriColor. Do not use AmeriColor White. Please, disclaimer, do not use AmeriColor White. You will have that dinosaur speckled egg look, okay? When you are adding it to color. After I am satisfied with the incorporation of my color, you now, what do I use this brush for? It is to go around the sides so that crystallization will not occur. Also, get you a good brush. Once I finish being able to fully set up my channel the way I want it to be, I would drop the links to this stuff because I don't remember. But you want a good brush that you don't have to worry about any bristles falling into your mixture. Easy peasy. Now, normally I preheat my oven, but I had this baking sheet on there. And also, it's imperative, please use a silicone mat. This is way easier unless your target audience is the folks who ate now and laters with the paper on it. Please, silicone mat. Get you a silicone mat. So after you've prepped your apples, they will look like this. This is the skin, the wax taken off of the apples, and this is just residue. Now, when I first started in 2017-18, I used to, clean it off with a microfiber cloth. Now I know it makes no difference, to be honest. I'm about to insert the sticks. My mix is boiling. It's 250. You want it to cook to 300. Now, a lot of folks add their color at this time. The only color I would add at 250 is grape. Grape is a very, very, very strong flavor. This is going to be strawberry banana. So I added towards the end a dram of the Lorraine strawberry banana and 1 tablespoon of the banana extract from McCormick's. So I have my apples all sticked in. This is just my street pop-up shop, so I use popsicle sticks. So altogether, all I did was bought a case of apples yesterday for $36. And I already had these sticks, so I buy them in bulk. I buy a bunch of these. So these were some sticks I've had already, but they are at the dollar store. They come in a pack of 100. So my case of apples cost $36, and then the sticks sold for $38 and some change with the taxes. And I sell my apples for $4 a piece. So I've already what this is, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this 12 apples times 4 is $48. I've already made back what I would have spent on one case. Hey my sweet junkies, I forgot to record me dipping these apples in the mix, but this is my pop-up table setup. This is a picture of one of my many happy customers who stop by my table often, and I'm also going to insert some screenshots of my daily sales. I use Square, I take all payment methods, and I have other things on my table besides candy apples.